By the time your paycheck arrives, it's already gone. You check your balance and wonder why you're always stuck. Why do others succeed while you feel trapped? Is income really the problem, or is there something deeper? Here's the brutal truth. Wealth isn't built by what you earn, it's built by how you behave when nobody's watching. Think about it. Those small daily choices, the unnoticed spending, the habits you justify to yourself, they quietly determine your financial future. You may earn more, chase raises, work overtime, and still feel behind. That's because money isn't the problem. Behavior is. The moment you see it, understand it, and start acting differently, even before earning more, you gain control. And once that control is real, everything changes. Here's the truth most people refuse to face. Income doesn't fix money problems, it hides them. You get a raise, you feel relief, but a month later, stress is back. Why? Because the same habits quietly sabotage you. Slightly bigger lifestyle, slightly more comfort, slightly more spending. It feels like progress, but it's only an illusion. The wealthy do something different. They don't chase income, they manage behavior. They automate savings, cut unnecessary expenses, and make their money work automatically. Most people focus on the question, how do I earn more? The real question is, what changes when you earn more if your habits stay the same? That's where freedom begins. By the end of the month, your bank account is smaller than you expect, and you have no idea why. I tracked my spending for a month. $400 vanished into things I didn't even remember buying. Daily coffee, subscriptions forgotten, upgrading my phone too early. These are invisible leaks. Money slips quietly, and before you know it, you're back to paycheck life. Meanwhile, people with the same income are saving, investing, and building wealth. The difference isn't luck, it's awareness. Stop chasing income, start plugging the leaks you didn't even know existed, and watch how your money begins to work for you. You worked hard, got a raise, and by the end of the month, it's like it never happened. Why? That's lifestyle inflation, the silent thief that eats every extra dollar you earn. Bigger apartment, trendier clothes, more nights out. I knew someone who doubled their salary in a year, and by December, they were more stressed than ever. The psychology is simple. We justify spending more because we earned more. We fear missing out if we don't keep up. The wealthy do the opposite. They lock in their money, automate savings, and avoid unnecessary upgrades. When you refuse to upgrade blindly, raises stop disappearing, stress fades, and for the first time, earning more actually works for you. You check your bank account, pay the bills, and breathe a sigh of relief. I'm okay, you tell yourself. That feeling is comfortable, but it isn't real security. I once knew someone who got into a minor car accident. A $1,500 repair and unexpected medical bills crushed their so-called okay month. Comfort is a feeling. Security is a system. Our brains trick us into thinking everything is under control. The wealthy don't rely on feeling okay. They rely on buffers, systems, and control. The moment you stop living in, "I'll be fine," that's when financial power starts shifting in your favor. Have you ever tried to save, only to realize there's nothing left by the end of the month? I tracked my own spending for a month, and nearly $500 disappeared into things I didn't even remember buying. Little expenses, subscriptions, stress spending, all add up. Most people fail at saving because it's reactive. The wealthy do it differently. They pay themselves first, automate saving, and never wait to see what's left. Saving isn't optional, it's inevitable. So the real question isn't, how do I save more? It's, how do you make saving impossible not to do? That's what we'll break down next. Why did I even do that? Have you asked yourself that after an impulse buy? I tracked a friend's monthly spending. $300 vanished into emotional purchases. Emotional spending isn't just bad habits, it's a loop reinforced by feelings. You feel stressed, spend to feel better, temporary relief, repeat. The wealthy break the loop. They automate spending, avoid emotional triggers, and make intentional choices. Once you understand this, suddenly every dollar has purpose. Small actions, repeated consistently, become unstoppable. The next step? understanding mindset shifts that make these loops irrelevant. Most people think wealth is numbers in a bank account, but here's the harsh truth. It's not. I knew someone earning 6 figures who constantly felt broke, while a friend earning half as much felt secure, unstoppable, and free. Why? Mindset. Scarcity versus wealth mindset. Every dollar isn't just spent, it's allocated, invested, and multiplied. The wealthy focus on control, leverage, and long-term impact, like turning a small $50 weekly habit into thousands over time. Saving becomes automatic, spending intentional. Opportunities appear where you used to see obstacles. How do you start thinking about money like wealth, not just cash in your account? That's the question that sets everything in motion. I tracked a friend's spending for a year, and small, repeated choices quietly cost over $2,000. Coffee, snacks, impulse buys. That's compounding in reverse. But here's the flip side. The same compounding works for building wealth. The wealthy treat every dollar like a seed, saving $50 a week, investing consistently, cutting small, unnecessary expenses. Over months and years, micro-decisions multiply into real freedom. Every dollar saved, every expense avoided, every tiny habit repeated is like planting a tree. At first, it seems small, invisible. Then years later, it becomes a forest. So the question isn't, how do I earn more? It's which small decisions today will define your wealth decades from now. That's what the final module reveals. Imagine looking at your bank account, not with stress or guilt, but with clarity, control, and confidence. That's what thinking like the wealthy feels like. Over the past 9 modules, we've uncovered invisible leaks, lifestyle traps, emotional spending loops, and the compounding power of small decisions. Now it all comes together. Wealth isn't just income, savings, or investments. It's how you perceive, use, and grow money every single day. The wealthy treat every dollar like a tool. They automate savings. They avoid impulse spending. Tiny, repeated habits become massive results. One simple example: saving $10 daily grows into $3,600 per year, and compounding turns that into life-changing wealth over decades. The moment you adopt this mindset, you stop reacting to money and start making it work for you. Raises stop disappearing. Small decisions multiply. Emotional spending loses its grip. Security is no longer a feeling, it's a system. So the final question isn't, how do I make more money? How do you think, act, and grow every day so that wealth builds automatically, not by accident? That's the ultimate secret to lasting financial freedom.